Good afternoon from WKBD Birmingham. I'm Alfred Taylor. We already have some breaking news in. Let me send it to Howard and Morgan.
Good afternoon. Just earlier today, John Scopes' appeal to the state of Tennessee was resolved. Originally, Scopes was found guilty of violating the Butler Act by Judge John T. Ralston. Judge Ralston ordered Scopes to pay a $100 fine. The fact that he taught evolution had already been proven, but deliberations on the 8th day of trial proved him guilty of violating the Butler Act. The act made it illegal for in-state funded schools to teach evolution. The Tennessee court still found it illegal and upheld the Butler Act. The court did award Scopes freedom from paying the fine, however. Under Tennessee law, in this court situation, it should have been the jury to decide the fine amount, not Judge Ralston. This technicality let Scopes walk away freely. Many people in Tennessee and around the United States are angered by his release, and it is rising a large debate on public educational rights. Back to you, Alfred.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Also, this just in. Earlier today, Al Capone's men hired from outside the city have opened fire on multiple members of Chicago's North Side gang. Story is that Capone had 4 people drive to the garage on Chicago's North Clark Street to lure Bug Morgan to a warehouse and eliminate him. However, it did not go as planned. What actually happened was that Morgan and one of his men by the name of Ted Newberry went to the garage from a back street. While doing so, they saw a police car pull up. They then turned around and went to a coffee shop. On the way to the coffee shop, they saw another gang member, Henry Gusenberg, and told him not to go to the garage with the police. Capone's lookouts then mistook one of Morgan's men for Morgan himself. This man most likely being Albert Weinshank. Witnesses outside the garage said they saw a Cadillac sedan pull up and stop in front of the garage. 4 people then got out of the car, 2 of them dressed up like police officers and 2 like civilians. The fake police officers signaled for the civilians to fire. At once, they sprayed their Thompsons left and right until all 7 victims hit the floor. Then the fake cops walked out on the 2 civilians with their hands up to make it seem like everything was okay. More information, such as victims, killers, and more details at 10. Stay tuned. Now back to you, Howard.
I tell you what, that is horrible to hear. That's tragic. Just tragic. But now here's a word from our sponsors. WKBBB Birmingham, brought to you by Ford Motor Companies.
So, I was walking my dog Scruffy, and I heard these gunshots. And then these 4 big guys got in one of them fancy Cadillacs, and they just drove away.
Remarkable. That's just remarkable. Well, that's it from the station. Remember, keep WKBBB the bee's knees.